I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Anchor's Brun abandons vital research right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events were unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado. Sounds like a glorified way to describe agents of disruption. I'm skeptical that you lacked a part in all this. Suppose you'll claim this was all just coincidence, a misaligned series of mishaps that simply appear to be your fault. Oh, listen to you. You could almost pass for a member of the Order. Yet, the greater facts of this matter remain unevinced, and I remain unconvinced. Are you done? I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were gonna take this. I can't believe Anchor's Brun fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
Go for
Optimal range.
They're benumbed.
Hazard benefits!
That efficiency by 1.4%.
Worthless bodies.
mobilizing. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Reviving me.
Non-compete!
Eyes open.
Look out, Commander! Don't make me a bitch!
Change!
Lost sight of target!
Stop talking.
Threat detected.
I am but a single gear in the grand workings of the universe, and should not expect it.
Investigating phenomena.
Hurt like us.
About to verify my trepidation, Integral.
And
That's it then? The project is over? The secrets of the universe forever beyond our grasp?
rival eliminate.
delicately eradicate algorithmic dissonance.
Honing in on possible hostile variable. About to...
Worthless bodies.
Quite so vital.
Resorting to violence. Multiplicator at ready status.
Line our pockets.
Look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Here's a future I'd always hoped for. You listened. Didn't just rush in like, I am Marisol Delgado. I am always right, even when I'm wrong.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Oh, thank you, Anais. Goodbye. Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now. But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
Well, I'm here for you, Marisol. You know, in case you need me to help sow some violence to help you feel better. I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation. Such as? What about it? If I didn't appreciate the temporary home you've supplied me with while I destroy the Dawn's betrayers, I may have been tempted to disagree with your heresy. Violently.
Commander, it's customary to evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance. Would now be good? I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through. A bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. With Anchoress Brunn, I know what we did was right. I know it saved lives. But we tricked her. Forced her to doubt her mind. You heard her. She's not just dissuaded. We broke her. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brunn rears its head, it will need to get in line. Yes, Southworth was complicit. And now she's dead. Well, one hopes. According to Anais, we greatly reduced the likelihood of that occurring. It's not zero, but completing the brain off lowered the chance significantly. She seemed pleased that we listened to her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to you. Oh, Brunn obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned, feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me. It's been a while since anyone gave me a good talking to like Anais did. And I'll admit your influence has been rather positive. I'm pleased with the path I'm on now. I didn't think this is what the plan had in store for me. I've been facing myself with the same zeal I face my enemies. With tidier results. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
We should talk, Commander. Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious, our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Point taken. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. I know we have camps on Cloister and Praetor, but I'm not sure of the exact locations. I'd like to try to find one and clear it out so I can access one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense. many valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the automech factory is advised, should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness. Building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Blind.
Like us. Stop talking. Stop talking.
They never questioned, never doubted, their zeal never lacked.
Rival. Eliminate.
This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
Readying assault protocols.
Questions are an addiction.
Worthless bodies. Hurt like us.
Better take a gander. Trust the plan.
Quick once over. Wrong place to linger.
Alert. An upgrade module compatible with your Valerie unit is nearby.
No party shall dither. Activate.
Worthless bodies.
Politics of some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. Worthy of review. Better take a gander.
Unfriendly in combat range.
Rival. Eliminate.
Beginning a sweep of the area.
It's impossible. Mind is a big mystery.
Honing in on source.
eliminate.
Readying assault protocols.
Stop talking. Worthless bodies.
Enemies detected.
Caution subjects. A security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect. Repeat, this is a full laboratory lockdown. Stay calm, remain vigilant, and obey security personnel. And always trust that the Sovereign protects.
This unit has observed a redundancy in hovering units on the team. Suggested course: removing unnecessary new unit.
Attention subjects. The laboratory lockdown has been lifted, and your faith in the Sovereign has been reaffirmed. You may resume normal activities.
always watchful. Their intentions untoward.
Looks like a dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there. Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister. Let's fight! Value agents for durable.
Dispensing.
Temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers! Corneal frostbite be damned!
Here! You. I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do. Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Maybe I deserve to be. I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us. You make a compelling argument. No need to waste our time killing yet more faceless cogs in the Protectorate machine. As fun as that may be.
But you're basically just asking me whether I'd like to be killed by you or the Sentinels. Because when they figure it out, they'll execute me. That gin must have muddled my gray matter more than I thought. I'd have sworn there was no way out of this, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Thank you. And thank you, Asa. I thought I was dead.
What an idiot. I can't believe I thought of him as a friend. I can't believe she betrayed us. And the whole of the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel, with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Warning. Agent Lightinger's sanity profile is well below the acceptable threshold. Further decline may necessitate intervention.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Well, well, as a Helia Lightinger, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your wonderful thirst for wanton violence, you were always bright, though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, you never really wanted to, did you? Yes, well, can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always lies? And Aza's willful ignorance made her the perfect candidate when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak. I see that Aza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life? If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
And there it is. I almost felt sorry for you, Azahelia. You were so pathetic. So willing to believe specious arguments backed with only the flimsiest of proofs. Ah, well, such is life. But your usefulness is not yet at an end. Your death will put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively. What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response. I know of no other way to act.
The traitor Azahelia Lightinger is in the compound. She is to be... Azahelia Lightinger is still at large. All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my position at once.
A friendly company. They're mine.
Better take a gander. Huh?
Weapon primed!
spotted.
Sustain the...
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it. Dagmar. The cur. How could she betray me? Her, of all people. The one who recruited me into the Dawn and saved my life. And out of all the cultists, she elevated me to the highest rank in the Dawn. Was her right hand. She was my supervisor. I was just a lowly scientist. She alone could see my heart through the shell the Protectorate encased me in. And when she saw my pain, she looked into my background. It was then that she recruited me. My psychological profile. I saw it once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Repeatedly. Something about killing sprouts. But my parents were able to keep that from happening. The paranoia the Protectorate creates in its subjects crowds everything else out. Even familial love. They were terrified that my behavior would lead people to start looking at them askance. You remember I told you they were vigilant, right? They could have helped me in numerous ways, ways lesser subjects' parents couldn't. But they did nothing. Just locked me away until I learned to hide my feelings. My existence was always bleak, joyless, without purpose. Just like every other subject's. Dagmar was the first friend I'd had since I was a young child. She gave me a life. A family. Or so I thought. Thank you. But Dagmar has shown me I can't depend on anyone. I have to let my beliefs guide me now. They're all I have left. It's hard to explain, but outside of the lab, thinking only ever confused me, got me into trouble. Since I joined the Dawn, everything has been so much simpler. I depend on the Dawn's beliefs. Without them, I would have nothing but a purposeless existence. I just can't, and I won't. I'm certain we've better things to do than whatever this is. I thought the Dawn were my family. But with Dagmar's betrayal and the willingness with which the rest of them turned on me, I just don't know. That's true. And even without threats, Dagmar has a way with people. She made all of us feel our lives weren't meaningless. But she has proven she's not the person any of us thought her to be. Yes. I still have that which gives me meaning. The gift she gave to me. Even if she was a flawed messenger, the truth of the Dawn cannot be allowed to die. I've no choice but to gather whatever faithful are left and start anew. What about it? Their methodology is flawed. They even said they were conducting further experiments. I suppose you think that just because Dagmar betrayed me, it changes anything? One has no bearing on the other. Just because she has lost her faith doesn't make the Dawn's beliefs any less true. I will. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But, thank you just the same. I can't talk right now. Concentrating on what I'm going to do to Dagmar.
Ah! You're still alive! No, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to. What? Why? Fine. But you are only prolonging the inevitable.
I must say, I am in favor of prolonging the inevitable myself. What I did for the greater good, to save the colony, all at the Consul's behest. It was my duty as a loyal subject to the true Protectorate. What other reason need there be? And Azza, she was an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside, so in need of guidance. But then, she went berserk. I never imagined how she'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people. Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the Consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me. The Consul feared that the Sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the Consul set to creating a challenge for the Sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the Consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
That means your death will be quick. Well, quicker than it would have been. What? What are you trying to say? I can't go back to that gray life. I won't. Why did I ever listen to you and all your questions in the first place? I feel like I don't know anything anymore.
You saw that, Azahelia? And you still believed? I am impressed by your dedication to the Dawn's theology. Dismissing hard evidence like that. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It took you long enough to start questioning the fact that the Dawn always seemed to be being sent to places that benefited the Consul politically. Not to mention they were forbidden from throwing themselves into their beloved rifts unless given specific instructions to do so. Couldn't have them all just killing themselves.
Yes. More than enough, actually. I'd gone too far to admit it. Until the end, when I could no longer completely ignore the dissonance in my head. It's lies. All of it. Get out of here, Dagmar, before I change my mind.
Yes, well, can I just grab my... no, I suppose not. I'll show myself out.
What? What do I do now? I know that, but thank you for saying so. I meant, what should I do about the unhinged members of the Glorious Dawn? Without a leader, they could be even more dangerous. We may need to do some killing. You know, for old time's sake. I can send out a general message from here, saying our communications have been compromised or some such, that the Exalted Leader is dead, and that they need to separate and protect themselves. That should work, though I suspect a fair amount will simply just jump into the closest rift. I'm sure there will be some that ignore the message completely, though. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least. It's done. I need to leave this place. Makes me sick to my stomach. It's strange how I ended up here. With the cult nothing but an empty, discarded idea. I think I knew it was a lie all along. I just felt such freedom, such excitement. Like nothing I'd felt before. But it was all hollow. Being free didn't give me purpose. It simply served to distract me. Now, I don't even have that, do I? I know you said I can do whatever I want, but that's just it. I don't know what I want. Really? Why has no one told me that before? That helps. A lot. Thank you.